except maybe removal of the engines.
It's easy to overlook the rust beneath the gill.
That was a mistake too. Their choice was not optimum, but it is a passenger jetliner. However, it has a little history. It's also the very last flight for the owner of the airline. Aristotle Onassis, who, as everyone knows, was married to Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis after the Kennedy assassination. And so, what you see in the forward galley now is Aristotle's ghost. This aircraft was all tourist class. There was no business class, no first class. It was tourist from flight deck all the way to the tail. And so the few seats I've retained are tourist class seats because that's all she had. I didn't finance anything. I don't think I could have. I don't think anybody can. The jetliner flew from Greece to Hillsborough Airport. That's about 20 kilometers from here. The engines and APU and many other elements were removed at the Hillsborough Ferry Complex, and she'll never fly again. This is an image of the aircraft during transport. We started at midnight from the Hillsborough Ferry Complex and then weaved our way through downtown Hillsborough with just literally centimeters to spare. But everything went smoothly. First time here? Ah, okay. How do I say hello in Italian? I forget. Ciao. Oh, ciao, ciao. Okay, everyone, slippers and roam around anywhere. And let me introduce you to some friends as well. This is Naomi-san, Naoto-san, Junko-chan, Kaori-chan over there, Taka-kun, and Sai-chan. I think Sai-chan is displaced for the moment. My friends are trying to warn you that the seats are not currently secured in their tracks. And they have no outer legs, so if you see an outer seat like my friends are, the row will flip. My guests fulfill my life in very great measure. Now, I love them dearly. They're like family. Nerd Cave. This is currently a work area for a variety of projects, some of which are simply recreational in the form of restoration of old computer systems, primarily Apple products, but also projects associated with the aircraft, for example, restoration of illumination systems. And a thermal wall so as to be able to separate the aft section from the forward section so that during the winter months I can retain a little bit more heat in the aft section. It's still very cold. You've seen this motion. The two forward wing exits are here. I use the right one a lot because I'm often interested in working or socializing on the wing. This is to keep velociraptors out. One overhead compartment which comes from another aircraft. I have two more. I'm eager to mount these, but this aircraft was not designed with mounting structure for the overhead compartments. Observer, inspector, captain, the sole authority for the flight. This person may bark out orders to any of the rest and they must obey. First officer and flight engineer. The flight engineer station is now obsolete. Aircraft are much more refined and automated, and this position simply isn't necessary anymore. And the main entrance door is there. It's the largest access door in the aircraft. The first step is a big one. This is the main landing gear. And main landing gear strut. It's inflated to very roughly 1200 psi. Only about 800 psi is necessary to support the aircraft. The rest is excess. My temporary left landing gear support structure was rotting, so I needed to support the aircraft in such a way that I could levitate the left landing gear, remove all the old material. I put a lot of it back in, but I restructured it in such a way that the rotting elements were on the outside or discarded, and rebuilt the structure. It's good physical work. It's also dangerous. You must be very careful because basically you're lifting and lowering a house, and if you make a mistake, it could kill you. I have no regrets about pursuing this vision. It's fun. Jetliner homes are really cool, and in my experience with my guests, I do believe that humanity will embrace this vision wholeheartedly in enough proportion that we can utilize every jetliner which retires from service. The most awkward element of my life right now is that this jetliner, which I adore, is in the wrong country. It's in the wrong place for me. My dearest friends and loved ones are in Japan. I want to live in Japan or share time between Japan and New Zealand. My challenge is to execute a second project, and then hopefully a third one, and then hopefully a fourth and a fifth and a sixth and a 99th and a 999th and so on. And of course, version 2 is for Japan, and it's intended to put a home which I love in a land I love with the people I love. And then if I can simply regain my youth, everything will be fine.
People have been using this place to live in for decades. I've been here 20 years. When I came here, there were already people down here 20 years.
Around 2008, I went looking for mole people, a name given to the homeless who live in the tunnels beneath New York City. My search led me to the Freedom Tunnel, an Amtrak train tunnel that runs under the West Side Highway in New York City. Decades earlier, when the train tracks were still abandoned, this tunnel was home to dozens of people and is largely responsible for the urban legends of mole people.
Well, there ain't too many people that live down here anymore. Yeah.
In the early 1990s, the tunnel became active again, and a massive eviction took place. A fortunate few were able to go undetected and continue living in the tunnel. I was lucky to meet one of these people and work out a time to film an interview.
So, how do I find you when...
All right, my house is easy to find, actually. You go down the service road to the end of the gate, the last gate that you come to.
Service
Right now,
road right
they
here?
got it locked.
All right.
My house is right above that.
All right. Is there a ladder there or something, or...
You call me.
What's your name?
My name's Walt.
Walter? I'm Eric. Good to meet you, man.
Eric.
Cool. I'll come by next Saturday, then.
All right.
The following weekend, I eagerly followed Walter's directions to his house. I was excited for the opportunity to speak with him and learn about his life in the tunnel.
Hey, what's going on, man? All right.
Once I climbed up the ladder, I was astonished to see the home Walter had built for himself.
Thanks a lot for letting me come on up here for a minute.
He had stuff packed everywhere, but also had all the comforts of home.
That's my toilet over here. Don't even open it. I have the house divided in sections. What you're looking at right now is basically my bathroom. To your left is my kitchen. This over here is the living room. And upstairs is the bedroom. Don't forget to take pictures of my buddies.
More stuff you picked up from the trash?
Of course, they didn't walk down here, you know, from a zoo or anything.
After the brief tour, I wanted to know more about Walter's history here.
How'd you find out about this place?
I've lived here over 20 years.
Yeah, well, how'd you originally find out about it?
I came up here with a brother of mine, and around 1988, we had
lessons when we get this far. Don't do it for the money. Do it for the glory. No love for the wicked ones. Can't stop 'cause it's all or none. Don't do it for the money. Do it for the story. For the glory.
Felt those lips tell me 21 lies.
You'll be the death of me.
Sage advice. Love and you could make Jesus cry.
When I hear you saying darling, your kiss is like an antidote.
I'm fighting like I'm Ollie, but you got me on the road. I never needed you like I do right now. I never needed you like I do right now. I never hated you like I do right now. 'Cause all you ever do is break me. All you ever do is break me.
Couldn't hear the thunder,
But I heard your heart race.
couldn't see the rain.
We're too busy making hurricanes. Yeah.
Love ain't easy when it ain't my way.
But it gets hard
When you ain't here making me crazy.
Baby, say the word, darling. You know just how to hold the sucker down.
So I'll see you in the morning. I can't watch you walk out.
I never needed you like I do right now. I never needed you like I do right now. I never hated you like I do right now. 'Cause all you ever do is break me. All you ever do is break me.
I can't get enough. Truth is, I should give it up, but I can't, and I'm closing every single door. Ruthless, I just can't ignore these thoughts watching us on the floor. I don't wanna end up broken hearted. No, I don't wanna stop before we started. No, I don't wanna be the girl that wasted on chasing someone who don't want me. I don't wanna end up broken. I don't wanna end up. I don't wanna end
Everybody wants to know, what's a real rocker? It's not only about sex, drugs, parties and bitches. It's more than the action, sleepless nights and the fame. A real rocker wants it all. Sex, drugs, parties, bitches. Sex, drugs, sex, drugs, sex, drugs, sex, drugs, sex, 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 sleepless nights and the fame. A real rocker wants it all. Sex, drugs, parties, bitches. Everybody wants to know, what's a real rocker? It's not only about sex, drugs, parties and bitches. It's more than the action, sleepless nights and the fame. A real rocker wants it all. Sex, drugs, parties, bitches. Sex, drugs, sex, drugs, sex, drugs, sex, drugs, sex, 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 sex,
I'll be dancing like nobody's watching. I wanna be all you need for a second.